Hello, friends. How are we doing today? I hope we're doing good. Happy Monday, happy new week. I'm gonna. Oh, that. Nope. Okay. Well, we're just gonna look a little grainy. That's fine. Um. So I am so sorry. Today will not be a Monday movie review. Um. I had a subby ask me about Kofi a while ago, and I made a video that never uploaded for some reason. Like I have error messages when I look at the my upload history for that one. Um, I don't know why I let it upload while I went to work and then it just never did. Um, so we're gonna get into that and talk about Kofi for a bit, like what it does, how to post things, how to buy things. But in addition to that, I thought someone a while back asked a question to the subscribers about how their subscribers got into cash stuffing. And my story is kind of a little, I don't know, I would think it's interesting because I don't think it's typically like most because I was cash stuffing before I knew what it was. Um, so I thought I'd share that story first. So when it came to my career, I graduated and got my teaching certificate in December of 2018. And I did not want to take up a classroom halfway through the year, so I was subbing for 6 months in a school district, and I was having income. But then when I got my job in at the high school in July, I was hired July 4th, 2019. It was the first time I had salary. It was the first time I had a stable income. And Tik, I think it was TikTok then. It might have been Musically. I don't remember when it transitioned from one to the other. Someone talked about these piggy banks that Dollar Tree had. They were like 4x4. They looked more like a shadow box, but there was a coin slot at the top with glitter all on the outside. So I went and I need to have these because FOMO or whatever. I don't know. So I went and I got all the ones I could find. And when I came home, I was like, what the why did I buy these? I don't have any use for these at all. So what I went through is and did was I put a post-it note on the front of each one for different things. So I had one for rent, one for car maintenance, one for emergency. I had a treat yourself fund because everyone like I just like it. That one came around later. That was not a beginning one, but for my everyday needs, I had a box for it, and I was stuffing money into those every time I got paid to make sure that I had enough to do that. And then as time went on and we had the shutdown stuff going on, I was spending more and more time on TikTok. And I don't know if I'm like a neuro spicy kind of person. I probably am in some way, but I'm not diagnosed with anything in that area. Diagnosed with a few other things. But anyway, I would go through there and there would just be these videos that calm me down. And cash stuffing was one, or not cash stuffing, cash condensing was one of them. And you know how they, in the TikTok algorithm, if you watch a type of video, they'll show you more or more videos of that creator. And that led me down to, I just really like the sound of people counting their money. And that led me to cash stuffing videos. And I was sitting there, I was like, this is kind of what I do with my boxes. And at that time, everybody was doing the $5 challenge, where like if you get a $5, you put it away. I didn't want to do that because I felt $5 were really common, but $10 I thought were special. So I started doing a $10 challenge, and that was my treat yourself fund. And that came in clutch a lot because when 2020 hit and I got sick and I was in the hospital, I was like, holy crap, I'm not going to get paid. I need to go put money in the bank. And I would text my mom from the hospital, hey, I need you to deposit this money. Otherwise, it would go whatever. But eventually I got really annoyed with the boxes and having to pull them out. I had them all stacked behind here up on this middle shelf in the back. And it was just kind of hard to get to and kind of getting annoying. And the boxes actually were, like, the back sometimes were really hard to get off of. Or they didn't stay on. And so eventually I switched to the binders. And then I was introduced to Ren. And Ren's were the first challenges I bought. But Bria Snyder were the first videos I watched. So those two kind of are what started the obsession. So I'm going to blame them. Not that they care, but you know, like, not that it's a bad thing, but that's also, you know. But that's how I got started into cash stuffing. I've had to redo my budget several times since then. I've had to change how I cash stuff several times since then. And that's the thing, like, with your budget, you have to make it work for you. And that's not always going to be the same. Sometimes you switch jobs and you're not making as much, or you switch jobs and you're making more, so you can do more. Or, like, I switched from working out my paycheck, which is every 2 weeks, and budgeting just that paycheck, to budgeting by monthly. And I know other people who went by month, or they did it by month, not BIY, but BY month income, and then switched to their bi-monthly paychecks. You just got to find what works for you. So that's how I got into cash stuffing. So let's talk about Kofi now. Oh, and real quick, before we do it, I got to show you something. Those of you who know how my bed usually is, I thought that my mattress, which is the green one, was getting too short. And underneath the blue one, it's just a piece of wood. It's not like the slats that go across to support the mattress, but there's a piece of wood on top of those slats. I was thinking that my mattress was too thin, and it was hurting my hips having to sleep on it, because my mattress is like a memory foam. So I got my spare mattress and put it underneath, and now my mattress comes up to, like, right under my bust. I have to step on stuff to get into bed. It's hilarious, but it's super, super soft, which also might not give me the support I want, but I think it's funny, and I thought I'd point that out before you guys are like, why does your bed look so weird? But that's why. Okay, so let's talk about Kofi now. We're going to talk about Kofi if you are just going from someone's page as a purchaser and as a seller type person. And I don't have screen recorder on my phone, and I don't have the space for it, so that's why it's on the PC. But from what I can tell, it's very much the same on both platforms, which is kind of nice. I like consistency. So let's go first to if you are not looking to sell, you just want to purchase. Everybody has a link. Mine is in my page. I'm just using mine because it is easier. Sorry. So you will click on the link and it'll take you to Kofi. And you can support people by donating. If you would like, you don't have to. And there's monthly and one time. When people donate to me, I really, really appreciate it, but it goes through PayPal, and PayPal or Kofi takes a percentage because of business. I don't know. But there's always a little intro about the person, and then you go to shop, and then there's some others have, like, other things here, and I don't remember what they are. But then you go in the shop, some of them have, like, it labeled, so freebies versus, like, membership items versus things you pay for. I list all of mine as free because I want to help people who are just getting into it. If you know exactly what you're looking for, you can type in here and type in what it is you're looking for. But, like, there's all the things. This is my Easter one. So since Easter is, like, right now, it's the season, we'll go through that one. There will be little blue things in the corner telling you if it is free. It might say $0 plus, which means you have to put in the price. And if you want to make it free, then you can. Or if you want to pay $0, then it is free. If you want to pay more, then that's fine. 95 people got the queso. No, I've never seen anybody play it. I hope you guys are liking it. So like you just kind of go through. I will say the one downside to Kofi is that you can only shop from one person at a time. So you can only load up your cart with one seller's things at a time. So if you want to buy like something from me and then something from like who else has Kofi's? My mind's going blank. Sheila at Positive Changes. You can't buy them at the same time. You have to check them out separately. But like say you want the Easter challenge. This is not actually what it looks like. I picked up the wrong picture, but that's okay. It's the same idea. Get it now. And then you will enter in your email address and then whatever name you want. I've made this to where it was just symbols, and that's totally fine. Sometimes I put my YouTube handle in there and whatever, and then you do checkout now, and then you will get an email confirming it and giving you a link to get to your digitals. But if you're like right here on the computer, you can just view it right there, and it downloads it to your computer where you can open it, print it, and play it, and all that awesome stuff. That does say if you have an account, you get like points for your purchases. I've never seen points. I've never used points or anything like that. So there is that. You can follow people, and then you'll get emails when they post anything. Oh, hi, thanks for following. You'll get posts for things. You can start a page. Starting a page is free. And then when you log in, it tracks your purchases. Now, when you are a seller, your page looks like this when you sign in. There's the menu that basically is all right here. But this is when you sign in. It has your page here. They like promote your page. I don't necessarily promote my page. Your page, your feed is like all the people that you follow, your settings, payments, and orders. This is like where you make purchases versus when people buy from you. This all has to do with money. This is not free things. This is payments and stuff. Messages, supporters, memberships. I don't have memberships. I don't want to charge people for things. But then when you go to your shop, like you can do orders, which is where, again, things that you've ordered. And then the setup, you can close your shop down if you want to. But this is like where all my products are. If I want to stop selling one, or if I realize like with my Build Your Communities, I've uploaded something wrong, I can go in and I can edit it and fix it. If I want to sell a product, I would just click on Add a Product. And then you put in the name, and then you say whether it's a digital or a physical item. I'm just going to click something. Mine are always digital. And then I hit next, and then you put in a description, whatever you want. You do have to upload an image, like a preview image. If you have like a video of how it's used on YouTube, you could put that here. And then like a 1-sentence summary. If you want to add categories, you can. This is like how other people have things listed as freebies versus monthlies versus memberships. And then you upload your file. And then the enable pay what you want is when it shows up as 0+. And then they can put up to 0 or whatever much they want. You can type in how much they want and then take this off. But if you leave this here and you want at least $2, it'll say $2+, so they have to pay at least $2. Or if you do that and you leave that at 0, then it's listed as free. If you unclick it and list it as $2, it's going to come up as $2. And then who can buy it? This is for like your memberships. And then it just talks about copyright and then save and publish. And that's how you list things on Kofi. I don't know much of the other things about Kofi because I literally only come up here to listings. I know you can get messages from people. You upload a picture, your intro. There are some that have... Oh, I should connect my YouTube. But there are some, like, see, I have my PayPal connected so that when people donate, I want to change that from donating to tip, just because I like that better. Like, I don't make people pay, so I don't share my contributions, but if you get contributions, I think they, like, advertise you themselves. Then you can upgrade to where you're paying it, and then there's sometimes where you can have a goal on your page. I don't have a goal on my page of, like, how much you want to, like, right here, set a goal of how much you want to earn so that you could pay off, like, your car or student loans or buy a house or blah, blah, blah. Oh, gallery and post. Those are the other ones. And then if you look at feed, it talks about the people that you're following. And then it shows you what they post. You should post a lot on here. She's really good and consistent, which is really nice. Neurospicy budgeting. Do I know who that is? I've followed a lot of people on here, and I was getting way too many emails. But, so there's that. You do get email notifications when you purchase things. And you also get email notifications when people you follow post. Your notifications come up here. And that is it. I hope this was helpful. I hope you guys find it useful. And that it helps you with whatever you need. Have a great day, and I hope it's awesome.